cooler. All right, here we are on the side, north side of the Breakers Hotel. You can see the sign, members only, no trespassing, except the gate's wide open, BB Breakers. I like my clean record, so I'm not gonna break in to the Breakers. Beach closed, sunset to sunrise. Well, luckily it's 8 o'clock, about a week after the summer solstice. And the beach is not closed yet, even though it's 8 o'clock. Still got another hour of beautiful sunlight. Just heard an animal in the bush. Beware of rip currents. There's the beautiful Breakers Tower in the distance. Private property. And lately there's been these empty tankers sitting off the coast where you can see the front. What is that thing called under the water that breaks the mast? Do you see that little thing sticking out on the front of the boat? The boats are so empty that it's just, you know, if it was any more empty, it might tip over. I've heard that we're exporting such nothing that they fill those boats up with hay just to keep them heavy. So here's the beautiful beach. And there's a beautiful girl that I'm with, named Alexa. Probably the most beautiful girl on earth. Not probably, we know for sure she's definitely the most beautiful redhead on earth, and redheads are the most beautiful people on earth. So there's your answer with that. Hello. But I'm gonna walk from the Breakers all the way to Lago and go see if Donald Trump is breaking into those secret files. So they can accuse them of 100 more felonies. What a joke. Wearing my nice SS Skechers. You know, walking around with SS on my feet. Some marker here. Definitely not a turtle marker. The turtle markers have a nylon tape and normally triangulate it off. I think we should get closer to the water here. Bye, Alexa. A better place to drop off your girl than in West Palm Beach, probably one of the safest areas. We're not in the Bronx anymore. Then she'll come pick me up in the car. Now we're down the road. How lucky am I? Lucky, lucky guy. Oh, look at this nice shell. This would be... There are beautiful shells here. This one is definitely made for a necklace. It has a natural hole already. Along this beach, you find some of the nicest shells because these are the richest people in the world on this beach. And I won't be a shell picker all the time. Well, honestly, this one has a little bit of a crack. Save that one for someone else. But I'm sure there'll be some nicer ones I find. I should probably just shut up and let you enjoy the waves, shouldn't I? Oh, here are these turtle things up ahead that I was talking about. Today is July 5th, one day after Independence Day 2023. The moon, I think, is still in Aquarius. Do not see the moon, even though it's a beautiful pink on the other side. The turtles seem to have planted their, or I don't know if planted's the right word. Yeah, I guess moved their eggs right here. Oh no, this one got hit by a wave. There's a nice turtle. They might make these triangles for the breakers. But I was just saying before I gassed out 5 minutes in, was that maybe those turtles planted it along the rope. Because a big thing 20 years ago when I was a child that they taught you in school was that the turtles, they go towards the street because they can't see the moon. Right now we see no moon. So the turtle might go towards that light instead, thinking that light over there is the moon, because the turtles, when they wake up, they have a genetic instinct to walk towards the moon. So I was thinking maybe the turtles might have thought to put the things along the wet rope. It might trigger something in the turtles to follow the rope instead of the, you know, going up towards the street. But over here in West Palm Beach, you sort of don't have that problem, because A1A is a few blocks over compared to down in Broward, and just even a little bit further south from here past Mar-a-Lago. A1A gets really close to the beach and almost follows the beach, especially when you get to Los Olas and Fort Lauderdale. The street lamps are just directly on the beach. We have some imported, I think some type, maybe a basalt or a granite rock, imported for a long time. Here's this over here. Always I questioned if this was old Atlantean rock, but it doesn't seem like it. It's maybe only 100 years old or something like that. I think I'm gonna be walking till it gets dark, aren't I? Some of you might have clicked off when I said I was going to shut up, and then I didn't. And those of you who stayed, you're an OG. I appreciate you. Look how beautiful that is, the breakers over there. That pink haze, man. See, now they're trying to keep, this is a nice beautiful wall built by them right along the beach, and this wall actually has a curvature to it. You'll see it farther south. I've done this walk a few times in my life now, but you can see that there might be called the Breakers Hotel. I've always tried to wonder why it's called that. It might be because of this break in the ocean. Like these rocks are breaking the ocean, because right now we're standing on the point where the east coast of Florida struts the most further outwards into the Atlantic, into the Gulf of Mexico. So the fact that we're here, you know, Miami is maybe 10 miles or more than you think, maybe even 20 miles further west inland. And that's why it has slightly worse weather. We get a ocean breeze here in the breakers point. So even though it's the middle of July, it's probably only 80 degrees right now, and it feels like 77 or 76 or 75 because I have this beautiful ocean breeze that's being broke on the shore right here. Instead of down by Miami, it's slightly more humid by even a few degrees. And that's why Flagler and all the rich people were here. You can see. You can see the nice curvature of the wall over there too. You can actually see down all the way over there, the sand strutting into the rest of the water. This is somewhat artificial. They pump the sand up a little bit. Because like if they didn't keep bringing in sand, this would all be washed away, you know, eroded eventually. But when I was naming the date, July 5th, earlier, I was saying the moon is full and in Aquarius, about to go into Pisces. The moon was full on July 3rd, so it's not exactly full. It's 2 days away, two days later from being full. So I was trying to say that there might be low tide, but it doesn't seem like it actually. The tide does come up to here, but the tide is not as low as I would have assumed. But I'm not the best educated on that, although I would like to be. Down in Fort Lauderdale, you have these super tides where if it rains 12 inches in 12 hours, which happens more frequently than you think down there, because it's on the border of the two biomes. A lot of precipitation gets caused down there, so if you combined it with a full tide, there's a lot of street flooding compared to up here where the homes along A1A, they have 15 feet, 10, 15, 20 feet of elevation. So even if you had a 10-foot storm surge, it wouldn't be so bad. There's some Adidas in the ground here. So much people care at the breakers, everybody's asleep. There we go. Maybe I can get a little closer. The best thing about July in Fort Lauderdale is all the tourists are gone and nobody knows that it's not too hot here and the sunsets are beautiful. So here you can see the curvature of the wall that I was talking about. Because that's still the breakers up there. Now, most people would say I should be grounding in bare feet, and I definitely should be, but I didn't want to have to be looking down at my feet, because the last time I did that a week ago, I got like 8 or 9 stickers, those green stickers. I was walking through something like that over there, and some type of, you know, those balls with the things, it kind of looks like a virus with the stickers. But see, now you can see that the breakers was built outwards east into the ocean, because now the beach is going to curve that way, and on the other side it curves in that way too. So this is definitely the easternmost point of Florida, without saying it, because I'm pretty sure Jacksonville and all those places curve backwards, and even Cocoa Beach and Cape Canaveral, they're back north a few miles out. So this nice sturdy wall, paid for by $800 a night stays, you know, that's a thick concrete wall. It ain't going nowhere. Even in a Category 5 storm, that wall would still be there, especially with the curvature and design it was in. So, you know, all these places might be pushed back by a storm surge, but you best believe the breakers will still be standing. You can take that to the bank, and their insurance providers are taking that to the bank, scamming them for some premium every month. But without good, steady places of wealth like that, you know, although the top is scamming off the top, the wealthiest of the wealthiest, I wouldn't say it's the top 1%, but it's definitely the top 1% of the 1%, the top 0.10. You could compromise and say it's the top 10, like 0.10 of the whole percentage. So, but places like this, the wealth does trickle down to the rest of Florida. Maybe not the whole country, that's for sure. And, you know, you can argue both ways, that all the people who are paying $800 a night, you know, they have investment homes in the middle of the country, in Cleveland, Michigan, Atlanta, and the rent checks from the tenants that they're stealing from are going to pay for their $800 a night stays. But this area of West Palm Beach is so sturdy and so wealthy with the blocks that they built, that, you know, they're, in 100 years, this is what I'm trying to say, in 100 years, the breakers and downtown Palm Beach, I keep saying West Palm Beach, downtown Palm Beach will look the exact same. And so in 100 years, they won't be spending any money, you know, on maintenance. They won't be barely spending anything. So stable things like that are good for the economy when your fixed cost is low and they're just cashing checks every month. Because the breakers, they paid that building off decades and decades ago. maybe even a century ago. And now they're just taking in checks. And those checks spread down to the maids who live in Lake Worth. That's why Lake Worth is not as poor as it was before 2016. Now, you know, all the home prices are going up because the help has to live somewhere. And I am the help. Here's another beautiful turtle thing. I wonder how they know. I think you can see the breakers at night now lit up. Let's walk along the water. We have a plastic bottle. Just awful. Some more plastic bottles. Shit, I wish I brought a garbage bag. Next time I will. I just totally passed my mind. Normally this beach is pretty clean and you don't see things like that. But that's because it's dark and there's less tourists to pick it up. And Palm Beach County has a cool program where they leave buckets along entrances to the beach so you can pick up trash. Palm Beach County has buckets that you use to pick up the trash. And I wanted to be able to hold the camera selfishly. But if I had like a Forrest Gump type walking movement, we could get a few people to just clean up the trash. But to be honest, this beach isn't in devastation. I mean, 1 or 2 bottles is of course disgusting, but there are other beaches that need a lot more taken care of. And this one is picked by Good Samaritans because supposedly Palm Beach County is like 60 or 70% liberal, so there's enough people that care about the environment here to take care of it. Enough that the turtles are planting more eggs here than they ever been. Normally they choose the dark areas, but this part of the county, they make sure that the lights are shut off. Happy 4th of July. That was awesome. See, now the best day to buy fireworks isn't July 5th, which is today. It's actually the weekend afterwards and the weekend after that. I'm telling you, those places, they sell the fireworks for 90% off. You think you were getting buy one, get one free the weekend or on 4th of July day? No. They're like buy one, get 10 the weekend afterwards. Because they're trying to basically sell it at cost or below cost. Because the merchants overpaid, or they overbought inventory, or they're stuck with their last bit of inventory. It depends where you're going to, but that's been my experience. Doggy here. You're cute. It's okay. Don't eat the turtle eggs, dog. All the money for those fireworks. Let's say you buy $500 worth of fireworks. Maybe like 300 of that 500 or 400 of that 500 just goes straight to China. Unless the middleman really, the American middleman really upcharged you. I would say at minimum 100 or 200 of the 500 just goes right to the Chinese manufacturers. Might be getting too dark for this video, but that's what's gonna make it great. Might be some cruise ships out there, those lights over there where the lightning just was. On the left, far left. Those are probably the only things that are so bright. Let's walk back along the water. I missed it. The water's coming in a little more aggressively over here. And there's a water break dead ahead. Look at this rock. Now that is a rock. what happened. Got kind of foggy. Or it got a little darker. That's better. Woo! A lot of seaweed this year, but there's seaweed every year. All right, I refocused the camera. So beautiful. Some seawall here. Seawall is pretty crazy. I don't want to see what's up there without getting shot. Look how high up this sand is. Whoa. Whoa. Private street. Where I am on the map. Escape before that car gets me. Who knows? Pick my sock up. I'm about 4 or 5 feet higher than the water right now. It's hard to tell, but I am. This mountain that I'm standing on is probably just filled with seaweed because it feels like there's roots holding it up, but it's just dead seaweed that's creating an erosion barrier. Wouldn't last long, but somehow created a 3 or 4 foot difference in elevation. So peaceful here at night, I just gotta be quiet. Now some of these places have doors. Look at this. Isn't that creepy as fuck? This is such a private area. There's a door here that goes underneath the road. It's like a private place. Not sure I can open it. No, it's bolted in shut. Pretty crazy, huh? Someone's private door to the beach along this giant seawall. That plane is from West Palm Beach Airport, no doubt, and then there's a cruise ship on the water. Let's get back to the waves. That light in the door just felt so great gaspy, I had to walk towards it. Walk towards the green light across the bay. But in this case, it was a yellow square light across the sand, so 20-second detour. Come on, had to check that out. They're all mansions like this. These mansions have like private tunnel beach access that so few people know about. They built this road over top of tunneling for the richest estates to have just a private beach, so they can go underneath the road and not even be amongst the public. But this beach is not so private. Oh shit. I just realized that I'm cut off over here. It's pretty tight. I hope I can walk around here. The water gets I assume I can. Might have to check my old trusty Google Maps. What a weird area, huh? Gotta start running here. There's like no beach between this wall and me. It's all gone. Some steps over here. Really something. Are you brave enough to go up these steps? I think I'm sand pit. And the sand bunched up on this. Fuck, I just slid down a shit ton of sand. Man, the sand really pushed up against this wall. And there's at least a 10 or 15 foot difference here. Cars going by up there. Just saw a truck go by. Oh fuck, there's a bush here. Never step in bushes. Wait, as I said that, I got brushed up against. Oh shit. You step. Whoa. I heard something move back there. The favorite thing about these places is they're always empty. Nobody's using them. They're in Morocco. They're in Monaco. They're in Hong Kong. They're in Manhattan. They're no longer in San Francisco Bay. Thank God that place tanked. Bunch of freaks over there. About a 15-minute more walk. Something like this right on the beach. I feel like Cuba and the Cayman Islands and Bahamas can you just sneak anything the fuck you want right to your house. Sorry, I got a call from the girl there, so I lost about 30 seconds of footage. When I get better at this is only my third video. I'll do more continuation shots. here is really fine. Kings Road. No, you didn't?
No.
Who do you thought I was?
See if that was cleared it out. You want to switch places?
No. I want you to take me the rest of the way.
To where? Mar-a-Lago?
Just straight down the road for 1 minute. Because I'm, not that I'm lazy, it's just, that's what happened.
There was no way out.
For me?